Hi everyone, it's Paul back with just another very quick Ketron hints and tips video. Once again, this has come about a special request from a customer of ours, really. And I thank you for putting these suggestions in because it helps us to know the type of content that you're after. And this question was, how do I create an authentic sounding dance band is the phrase they used rather than big band. So let's concentrate on dance band. That sort of Glenn Miller-ish type sound. That's the sort of sound we're going after. Now, I've already created a sound, but what we're going to do is have a look at how that was created and dissect it. So I do the long press on my sound called dance band. The first thing I'm going to do, it uses harmony, but the first thing I'm going to do is switch the harmony off because I need to explain something to you. So that's through on page 5. So we'll go back to page 1 for a second. Hopefully you can see from the screen, this is made up of clarinet, sax section 4, and soprano 2. Now the soprano in this particular instance is a soprano sax, not the soprano voice that's in there. Let's listen to each sound in isolation. So we take our clarinet. It's a very nice clarinet. We've got sax section 4. You can distinctly hear that's not just a solo sax. That is a combination of altos and tenors. And actually it's quite a smooth sounding sax section, which is why I chose that. Some of the sax sections are a little bit harder and harsher in sound, but they're for big band rather than this dance band. We want to try and keep it smooth. And then the soprano. There you go. That just really complements that lead clarinet. Just gives it a little bit more edge there. Now, if you want to copy this sound exactly, it would be remiss of me not to give you the volumes. So the clarinet I've set at 120, the sax section at 90, and the soprano 2 at 88. They're approximate anyway. Now, why did I leave the harmony off? Well, I took the harmony back off to say that you will never totally recreate a dance band or a big band sound if you don't have chords in the right hand. So if I just play this as a single note, it's a nice enough sound, but it's not. There's more our band type sound. Now actually, if we use the harmony feature, we can actually get it better than I got it there, because with the harmony feature, we just assign that to one of the sounds, and the other two sounds will be playing mono. So it's not, at the minute, everything I'm pressing is playing a chord. But things like that soprano sax, I actually only want that to play a single note. Same with the sax section. It's the clarinets I really need to make sing, because that is the heart of that dance band type sound that we've all come to know. So let's go back through to page 7. As I showed you on a previous video, I'm using the full harmony, by the way, because in dance band and a lot of big band, you're looking for a close harmony. And what do I mean by that? If you were to manually play your chords, you would play all the notes of the chord within 1 octave. This is not a time to have open harmony or octaves or anything like that. You want a nice close harmony. So we're going to use full. I switch the auto tab on, and I'm only getting it to affect the clarinets. In fact, if I take the saxes off for a second and we just hear the clarinets with the harmony on, and that's fine. But we need that complement of the saxes with it to make a true dance band sound. So I've put the saxes back on. We've put it together with a little style called jazz guitar slow, which is just a lovely, as the name suggests, lovely little jazz guitar strum there. And all together, you get this dance band sound like this. We only need to do that a little bit, but yeah, that's just a suggestion. If you keep those clarinets as that main voice with the block chording on, experiment with the different sax sections, maybe a different sax lead instead of the soprano. Don't forget you can shift octaves of all the sounds. That's on page 1, so the shift there, which incidentally is done in semitones. So where you see shift is 12, it's up 12 semitones, which is actually 1 octave. So if you go in the multiples of 12, if I wanted to take the sax section up another octave, I need to go up to 24. Okay, anything in between 12 and 24, I assure you, listen, is out of tune. So make sure you're in multiples of 12. You can go the other way. I'm digressing a bit here, but you can go into minus figures if you wish to take it down an octave. So I hope that's giving you a little idea of how to generate that sort of sound, and we look forward to seeing you very soon. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.